Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to this recording, if you will. And while I do try to keep my videos with less of the curse words, there are some curse words that do occur throughout this playthrough, so please do keep that in mind as you watch. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Alright, and we are back at it again with another recording, and let's just go ahead and jump in to Hello Kitty Island Adventure as we begin this recording once more, but this time might be last time for a little bit, because of course today's the big, most important day in terms of me entering the game. Technically you could say yesterday was as well, or last time was as well, but this one is gonna seal the deal, as it were, on one thing that's very important to me. The other bit, oopsies. But okay, and that's the only person who's visiting with and we get an island bouquet, really? But there's the crafting plans. Crane hat crafting plans. Let's frickin' go. Scuba, psh. What? Never. Never. Yeah, okay, I usually like spam through this, so that's interesting. The last time too, I was like, wait, what did I just see? But now we got to see it. And that really is unfortunate though for the one who's just visiting. It'll be snowing later, so that's fun. Now as for the fashion knolls, I completely forgot to place them. But technically, we have a tropical souvenir doll to make. A ball hooper to catch, and well, cook anything. So I mean, that's great. I mean, even though we just were told that so and so was here, but they're also here with quests, so hopefully we can do our best to take care of those quests. Now, though, most importantly as well, is that we have got, well, to collect these, but also, just for the heck of it, but we have got to take care of the final 3 as best we can. It's still gonna be a bit, but you know, we're gonna keep on trying. And oh no, and the flowers are all messed up, I feel. I mean, messed up in what kind of sense, right? I miss when we got the petals though, because now it's just like the longest draw ever. But you know, maybe that's what I need in my life, the longest draw ever. I guess we should just go. It feels weird now not to have to give to big challenges in the way that we used to, but yes, sorry. I do want her, because friendship is ever so much important. And we got another color palette, you know, just right around the horizon with Lala here, and then we also have one with you-know-who. But we just are rocking with the color palette that we got last time from Kiki. And easy, though still so difficult. Is there? Yes, there is. Seems to be always the case right there. Let's go then. I guess to see. It can't be true. No! They're gonna make me stall this. All because those aren't growing. What a game. I'm kidding. Because that's like, well, what if I didn't water them? Are they gonna be in bloom? Sorry, I was thinking of the other flowers. I also want to collect, but that's kind of my thinking. Like, does that mean that they're gonna actually be there, because if that's the case, that's even more of a ripoff. At least to me, I think it's a ripoff, but... I forget if I have that mirror. I went for the mirror because I was like, oh, they just said, do I have it? Do I not have it? Bam. No, I don't. Nice, we got a mirror. Try it. And then... I should just wait. Patience is good. But in turn, I do actually have, yeah, an old, I think in here that I could give it to one of the bows because I forgot to do that last time. Though it's not the hugest deal because we're still gonna have to wait a bit. And then I'm forgetting where I also have an old. So clean today. Oh my gosh, only W's on hard. This is me dancing. Oh gosh, it's fine. She's fine. Nothing to worry about. But it was a little shocking when it happened. Let's go though. It's probably the most daunting task to do. Why are you still here, Roseanne? Just curious. It hurts. It hurts. But I almost want to stay here forever. Just do it. Just stay here forever. Uh-huh. It's gonna be like 6 or some garbo like that. I don't know. Wait. No. No. I do... I was about to like leave. I forgot. I do want to collect those two, and then I want to go over here. Oh yes. As that all pops in back there, but really I want to go to you because it should be right here. There you go. And then rushed. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe because Coco left, Coco will come back, and then it will be great because then it'll be like, here is the quest I have, please do, and then I do it, and then everything magical happens that's right in this world. But right now, what's not right in this world is that I need to go ahead and bake something. And of course, they moved it back here, which is cool enough. I'm just kidding, I meant here, but I had other things on my mind. Baking here. Why don't I just make that? Unless I read it wrong. I had gift giving on my brain. Oh my gosh, you're a 5th star? Nice. I had no idea. But speaking of the one, the only devil himself showed up. Now is going to leave. But I do actually want to do this too. And then do this. because I want to have it so that we have enough to give as well, which give or take how that goes. Now I gotta catch it and I gotta make the trinket, so also should probably talk to you. I was not expecting it so soon. This moment, this crowning achievement. I love sitting at the tables in the plaza eating snacks along with espresso, even though espresso isn't here right now. I feel totally at home on this island thanks to you. Would you mind if I lived in my visitor cabin forever? Yes, please stay. Oh, wonderful. I will stay in my cabin forever like a permanent vacation. If you need me to move out, please just ask. I will visit again in the future. I don't get that part still. I'm just like, why would you want them to move out permanently? Not actually moved out, of course, but like, just the fact that they can come back, but like, then what does that mean? Right? Like when they come on by. Like, is it a... Hello. Is it a thing where, like... I didn't even realize you would be the fifth star too. I guess I should have known the last time we talked. But where... Then they can ask again? Well, these are the questions. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just trying to get them because why not? I haven't done this in a bit. I mean, I know I came here with big challenges, and technically that is one thing that wasn't too long ago that I had done just for the heck of it. I don't think there's any gnolls in here. Are there gnolls in the clouds that I'm forgetting? Never. There's barely any gnolls over here too. Like that is up here. They're all down below. I guess the only ones would be out here, but I kind of already gave them hats. I'm trying to figure out who I want to give a hat to, but I think I have to take one off and then just put one on. I think. I'm gonna hold off on that one quest for a moment. Because I was waiting. And yeah, this gnoll is forever gonna wear that hat. There's no going back. Oop. I do also need to go over here. I missed it, even though I spammed it. It's fine. Don't need it. We will go. I will get through this door. And you get those. It's crazy. It's so hard to believe. And then we'll go here. I don't remember if I have actually anymore. I think I do. It is extra, but basically I want to give it to just a certain amount of friends because it makes it easier, and then once I get their hats then I won't, but some of them I will still actually talk to because of what they can give us, because yeah, resources are scarce. And we need very specific resources, especially from Atsumaru, because we need the paper. I don't know how many, oh hi. How much does it really take? I mean, for me to make a paper crane, these paper cranes, for example, you know, it only takes one. So it's a slippery slope. But We'll go here now. And then... Oh, hi. I forgot that you could stand over here. Then I think I will go and... do the crafting. I don't know if I need to open the capsules now to do it. But we'll make this first. Craft. I hit it too late, but yes, this also happened today too. I didn't even notice. I had no idea that these were actual... Oh. Craft chest. I don't need... What? Oh, like as in just... Okay. I'm just taking it in like, oh, I did not do that. All right. Well. Now that we have that situated, let's go ahead and actually take some of this. Let's go to 50. Let's do it. Now the problem is I don't actually know which ones I haven't done when it comes to the holograms. Not that it's a lot, but it does take a very precious resource. Not that 12 that we got back, or with his help. Not that I fully need it or anything, but it just would be nice to know. But I guess it wouldn't be tropical. Like if I just haven't made again the hologram. But I guess I know I shouldn't worry too much because it's mostly going to be in the dolls. And then the music. Now that I think about it too, like as in but then it's like, then I made it too. But it's just again, some of them had 2. So I'm like, these are the chests, by the way. Ah, but there. It takes books. Okay. I mean, it still takes paper because I have to make the books, but pretty satisfied ultimately. I forget how many I made of that, but we'll work on that momentarily. I just was curious. So, might as well just finish some of these out. That's what I'm thinking of. So, let me scroll back down. Teehee. We'll get these done. I had no idea again. I'm just like... so taken back. And yeah, okay, that was new too. I'm just forgetting. I know we made one because it was a quest, and that's why we have so much more. Thanks, buddy. So, I just like, or I would like to not have this trouble, but alas, we will have this trouble. And more trinkets, I guess you could say. Okay, and then we have so many actual residents filling in the cabins. Huh. I mean, I knew when I last talked to them, I guess, but it didn't click. So, all dolled up. So now we've crafted all the dolls. Crafted all the swampy, rocky, and volcanic. I still have aquatic. I guess I'll just do this. I mean, again, I probably placed it somewhere, but... Or I didn't. I'm getting confused with another. It's granted. I can't tell a tree from a palm tree. Yeah, that one's good. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's do this, and then... I definitely have made this. Because I have it in one home. Cabin. Living space. I remember it. I'm just gonna do this too. Even though I'm just ignoring the results. Oh, okay. Oops, sorry. There we go. And then aquatic gift. Aquatic material. Oh, I just okay. So not there. Aquatic gift. It's weird that they put the gift up there, but that's the gift box. There we go. My bad. And then, okay, nope. I didn't even read it. Aquatic material. Oh my gosh, feathers, dude. Really? There we go. Okay, my bad. I just don't know how to read, but what? I was like, where did it go? Oh my gosh, I'm totally confused on the... Okay, icon, there we go. What? I'm like, wait a minute. Rocky, swampy, tropical. Oh, aquatic. That's the aquatic. There we go. Okay, that's what I was confused by. Got it. Alrighty, thank you. And then, oh, they again look all so similar. The struggles of making stuff not at the same time, but let's just do these as well. Thanks. I don't really understand it. Like, you made a chest? I don't know. What am I missing? Like, I don't know why I would put, where would I put this? Where? What? What does it mean? Still crafting away. I don't know what any of it means. Yep, I never crafted one. But now that we've crafted all of them, we're good, right? We can let bygones be bygones. Thank you. Extra shiny. Let's just... There we go. Crafting goals. That was literally it for the crafting goals. At least for now. I don't know know about that one. That one was weird. Man, I can't make anything with that. Okay, that's fine. Those will stay there. I don't really know what to do with them either. Let's go ahead and I think, did I make like a silly amount, like 10? I feel like I did. He gave us 3. Perfect. I wish they could wear it too, but that's not a thing that they can do, so never mind. But let's go ahead and open all of these. We got that accomplished until they add something else. I mean, interesting crafting goals. I don't really get it, but sure. I mean, like, I just out of all the goals to be working towards shore, for sure. And I'm not sure about the chest, but I think I think we got pom-pom puddings. Character ad, yes. But what I was gonna say is I just don't know if I would yes. If I would place them. Like, I think also when I first saw them, I was like, oh heck no, because right, that's 100 of resources that we just did not have access of. So I was like, hey bro, calm down. Never, not yet, that kind of energy. So we'll see. But speaking of what we're gonna see as well, we're gonna see some peeps. But before we see those peeps, I also want to have big challenges with us, because that way when we're roaming around to say hello, we don't have to, or that is, I don't have to feel like I have to hit A on everything. Yes, you're upstairs. Again, I kind of forget how I did this. Let's see, I can decide if I want to paint a painting or bake a cake next. Maybe I'll go swimming. I thought you might like this. And then I feel totally at home on this island thanks to you. Would you mind if I lived in my visitor cabin forever? Yes. And then I wonder if I'll stay in my cabin forever, like a permanent vacation if you need. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And then I guess we could just quickly go here, but we'll also go quickly right here first. This sidetrack, and then oh dear. Let me go straight into the boat. That makes total sense. Does it? Sorry. That was out of habit. Let me talk to you. But also, I could go technically to them to talk to them about, well, yeah, but you know, we don't have to. I'm not going to. There, thank you. Okay. Kind of just left those. This was from when it starfalled at some point in time recently. Collect it. I bet there's another one somewhere in a little cheeky spot that it's been in before, maybe, or maybe not. I don't consider this a cheeky spot, but that's why they're here. It hasn't steamed in a bit, but it does plan to snowfall somewhere. At least the chest isn't right there. Oops. It's 2, so why not? And then right over here. You could have asked, but alas. Tricky, tricky. Welcome. Oh, if only. But on the other side of things, Grubby told me so much about you. It's good to get to know you. Oh, by the way, I thought you might like this. Thank you. I feel totally at home on this island thanks to you. Would you mind if I lived in my visitor cabin forever? Yes, please stay. Oh, wonderful. I'll stay in my cabin forever, like a permanent vacation if you need me. Yes, 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 yes. And those are the holograms that I was referring to. As some of them where I was like, I placed them. I'm pretty sure. Somewhere. Just don't remember where. Crazy, right? Okay, get those. And then I think might just get grabbing that, I guess. We are good. Oops. Oh my gosh, it's so automatic. I was gonna say we're good to go. Okay. Oh, sneaky. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna go all the way here. Now I know, or actually, technically the oasis. That's so funny. Now technically we're not gonna see it in the mirror form, if you will, but we're gonna see it on us, and then I'm gonna switch back. But this is just gonna be me temporarily wearing it, just to show it off, and then we're gonna give it to the knoll because this is what I've waited for. This is what I wanted to do. So that is at least what I plan to do, and that is to have the gnolls wear the hats, because I think it's fun when they wear the character hats near the characters. Now, a couple of them are going to be a little bit trickier to do, but it's still exciting all the same. I, though, get very confused very well about how they do this, but here we go, as in right there. Ta-da! So I know it's not the best look for us in a matter of speaking. Granted, we're not a dog, and I'm not, again, in a mirror where I can toggle on and off the ears, but I think they would just, right, they'll just clip through and it would look kind of weird. But, you know, I also was like, I wish I could have ears. So it's a gamble, but all the same, I'm happy that we got another character hat. Again, the RNG is something fierce, but let's go back. I don't know where they put this. Okay, that makes sense. Then we got 14. All the more the merrier. So, then we're gonna go here. And sorry, it's up, right? I don't know what they do with these. It looks to be the case. There you go. Adorable. I was also going to actually give that Knoll the, you know, nighty-night nighttime, sorry, vibes as Pom Pom Puddin has, but, you know, what better yet than to look like that? So, though, while we're here, that's a good question. Any paper crafts? Thanks. Which also, you're welcome. And then, whoops. Sorry. I have a question. Can you find something? Find the last ones that I didn't get. I could actually also ask Big Challenges the same question. But what have you been thinking? Huh. Sure. And then I will. Thank you for your paper craft. I feel like I talked to everyone. It's very confusing. Or at least that is, I am confused. Get the 14. Again, I have an idea of why things are the way they are. I can't confirm it yet, and I'm holding out to actually see the truth behind it, but I have some very, very strong suspicions about something. Okay, it's the... It's the witchy vibes, but I'm curious as to why. But... I think something's gonna be really funny if I do this, but we're just gonna get your paper crafts, paper parade. Well, I made something extra special. My absolute favorite thing to make out of paper. I totally didn't realize I didn't talk to you. I'm nervous. I can't wait to hear this. I made confetti. What, really? Yay, confetti party. It's fun to make. You can cut up a piece of paper into tiny squares. Or even better, you can use a hole punch and make tiny little circles. I was totally not gonna say tiny. Totally not. But actually, anyone else? Anyone just take a hole punch and just... Not that you would like have them go everywhere necessarily, especially if you accidentally, right, when you're trying to clear out what it's collected and then it just exploded. It was just like, really? But it was still fun. I did both for the paper parade. I guess it's a paper craft. That's great. Thank you. It's a fun way to celebrate or surprise someone at the end of a prank. Plus, it's more environmentally friendly than glitter, so Kiropi likes confetti. I mean, it's not... I mean, litter is litter. So... But I understand the premise. Definitely better than that kind of glitter. Glitter. Here's your paper crafts. Use them to party for the paper parade. My bad, Batsumaru. What? I was just more shocked that they were in bloom. Still. But then I was like, wait, I didn't actually collect them. But like, what the heck? Also for the crab. The crab has gone over there more so recently. I don't know what that means. And I don't remember the name of the crab, so. I thought that, you know, that well, one, that it was kind of glitching out like the, knoll that's over here, but now that I just see him over here now, I'm just... I guess that's their new place. Sort of. I was gonna ask him to get something else, but I changed my mind. Alright. We were gonna go ahead and... I have a question. Can you find something for me? Get those. Pretty much I like to ask them all if they're around here because it's easy. That... Air quotes easy. What's easier? Going to them or just calling them each time and then hitting the right trigger to trigger to talk to them, aka the left one, and then to ask them to do stuff. So let's go. I guess get the rubber. And then of course I could have done this a little bit differently, but I always forget because I'm more focused on giving the gifts, and the gifts are so easy because you just hit the other button. It's just not this whole extra bit of dialogue that I accidentally hit because I forgot that he takes more because of the sparkles, which again, I don't think he should have them. I think it should be Batsumaru. But again, what do I know? I just thought of something I forgot at his place, but that's okay. I have a question. Can you help me find something? Oh, okay. It is in the spooky swamp again. That's really interesting. I wonder if that's a restraint of some sort on the game's part. 5 left, 7 and 6. You can get those. All right, and then we're gonna get you to get yeah, get the magma blooms, and then I'm gonna go ask Hello Kitty to get Cinnablooms, and then basically I feel like that's it. I have a question. Help me find... Oh, sorry. I forget, and I almost hit the button, but I remembered that it kind of awkwardly just finds a random spot. Like, it doesn't really make any sense, but... Uh-huh. You run with it. You roll with it. You walk it. You strut it. Yeah, you find those. And then I'm going to ask you to join me. 5 big challenges, and then we're gonna see what we have here. So, stupid towel wrap all the time. That's all we get. It's a joke, but it feels like it happens all the time. Now, this should have been the last pair of glasses because I do not get those. And then there we go. And then I don't really need that. I need the outfits. I think I already splurged, you could say, on the hats. But they're very tempting every time. This one though is where we're gonna go, and then basically we're gonna go in order and dye all these. Now again, I don't know when I'm gonna switch them up, but the idea is to have plenty to wear. And that's about it. Just plenty to wear for any old time of day occasion. And then... Oh, because I was wearing it. I was like, wait, why did it say? I haven't done that before. I think? I didn't even see that it was separated. Now I'm confused. Now, I mean, because right, the stack, I guess, yeah, I didn't have the original when I was dyeing that one. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, sorry. And then the other times I don't have, yeah, okay. Wow. I didn't think about it. That doesn't make much sense. But I get it at the same time. I'm like, that should be, but shouldn't be the case. You can barely see the pink on that though. It's on the other side, I understand, and we can't really turn ourselves around like we can see it right there on the wings. But then it doesn't show it. I just realized it doesn't show it on the wing. It's like on the inner portion. That should be fixed. It's fine though. Just minor observations. I mean, again, if we're wearing it, it's not a huge deal, right? It will only bother me in my dreams. In my restless dreams, even. But of course, we can make these anytime, which is, again, the real goal of why I wanted to play for today as well. And on top of that, of course, too, to have it so that we can don exactly what this particular channel, if you will, has as a ongoing theme for me, especially for streams and such. So I will find it unless I totally am I getting confused? No, because some of these are event outfits, right? And then like special, and then the balloons are there, and then they swap the color. So yes, okay, it's purple. That's the part I was forgetting. But yeah, this could be fixed, because you can't really see that little sliver on the side there. Not the best view, but we're gonna still just rock the original. And I understand that, like, for this too, like, if when I'm spinning around and stuff, there are different colors. But I think it'd be better if it also showed it on the wing there, so that you could actually tell what the heck. Because otherwise it's like, be pink, be purple. But, thank goodness I can't afford that. I can't actually afford anything. Letting that sink in, I can't actually afford anything. Thank you, man. Actually then, since you didn't help out, I'll go get another. Of course I was gonna do it. And then... Wow. Okay. Not broken. Not broken at all. I'm gonna ask you to join me because I want to see something when it comes to Hello Kitty stuff. But oh my god. Deeply offended I am. So I'm just doing this to have other options for when I make places. But Thanks for the discount. I cannot believe it, but I also can believe it. I wish this would remember the last thing that we worked on too a little bit. Not that it's hard to scroll down, but... Because I don't know how this would make it any better really for this, but I think that would make it a little bit better. But either case, we're basically done for the day with everything. It's just a little extra that I want to do. I don't know how fun. And, well, we're at least customizing. I don't know how fun this really is at the end of the day. I technically already had the original. Okay. We did complete something there, but I've kind of ignored it. I heard the sound. I did. And I wonder... Customize 25. I wonder what the limitations were for the game to have to represent it with little scissors. Because I would feel better if it actually just showed it. But I know some of it gets really intricate. But visually, it absolutely drives me nuts. Just because I want to see it in its true form. But maybe that's where I went wrong. And then table. I know I don't have everything. Let alone some of this stuff. I don't know also what it's gonna take for the game to start cycling through better furniture. But I've noticed that too. That it just refuses to actually go through more items. At least for my Melody, let alone her carrying more. I don't know what that's about. This one. But it does have me thinking. Just casually like, Which is why also when it comes to Batsumaru, I'm just like, hey buddy, are you gonna have more inventory? I don't really understand the purpose, and especially now too, I have not been able to actually get some of the comics. I mean, I know some of them I used to be able to find, but I don't really explore from there. But basically, right, being up on the cauldron and then going down. But I haven't had any luck. So, I don't know what that's all about. But I'm just gonna leave it like this. This is just what I wanted to do, just all of these, just for the heck of it. Because we purchased them, so I was like, yeah, let's just do this now. But I will go over to him. And again, it was just snowing. It's still snowing in the spooky swamp, so nothing really super exciting, I would say, again, when it comes to all of that, but it's okay. Oops. So yeah, and then I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with these now? Because, I mean, well, in matter of speaking, because now, right, we already got them complete, so then it's just like, why is it 0? Why did it come old book? Why is he selling them? What is this? Even though we got technically those from doing, of course, the whole bit with fighting Gudetama, but then do we buy them to trade them for dye? But then why don't we just sell other stuff for dye? These are the questions. But this is what happens. So again, it's just all about customizing. So once we get to 100, basically, that will be complete. And then we got a lot of stuff here, which I will go over in just a little moment. So, though, let's take Top Hat. And then we're just gonna go around and explore there. I don't actually know if there's anything else to trade here, or if I even want to have them to trade. I mean, I guess I could just get a chair. The reason why I say that is, because, which I almost forgot to bring this up, is that while there are still 4 days for that, there are only 2 days for this. Again, I'm going to miss out on the hat, but that's okay. It's my bad for not playing the game as much as I could have. Though, for the finale, I played enough days for the crane hat, and I am 100% excited and stoked that I was able to do that. And, of course, then this is for a final Under the Sea celebration bit, and then technically that was completed. One of the rare times for me to actually complete something. It's gonna be steaming later. Excellent. I guess I don't... Should I have him with me before I do this? Well, this is awkward. Bubble. Let's do this. Thanks. Like I said, I don't know if it can be any bigger, but this is where we stand now with nothing. Again, 2 more days. So he did help us out with 1, so I'm not mad. But now that, while it is not snowing anymore, there still should be possibly some things that we can go ahead and collect while I wrap up here. So the next time that we jump in, of course, it's going to be a stream. So though this will be posted way, way long after that. But hey, I mean, I am streaming. I do stream the game, and it's been a lot of fun to stream it. So if you want to catch the streams, you can head over to twitch.tv/@_list. You can also find the link in, of course, the abouts, and the abouts in the sense of the YouTube sense, but also in the description if you wanted to ever catch me live and also see what actually is truly happening in the game, because who knows how far I'll be at that point when this goes up. But there we go, we got that too. We gotta regain what I do not have. So though, for the times that we also jump in, hopefully as well, we will be able to capitalize on more friendship, maybe even be further in friendship than I ever could have imagined and dreamed of. Because, of course, right now, the only struggle that I'm having is actually having it so that, well, the one, the only, Wish Me Mel, they did do some little shenanigans by adjusting before this, you could say, version of it for console and PC, but oh my goodness, it is really disheartening to see that it's just as low as it is. Sorry. That is the rate at which thank you, push friend, the leveling, yes, goes up for, oh my gosh, slipped for Wish Me Mel compared to the others. I don't really understand why they thought they needed to change that. Not that I've experienced what it was like before, but I heard they did change it, so that just sucks. Thank you for the 2. Oh my gosh, he's coming on through today? Say what? I do hope that maybe they would reconsider changing. Not that it has to be easier, it could be fine, but I just feel like I have better chances of leveling up the other characters that are at the same level than Wish Me Mel. And if that really is preventing story progression, it's hard for me in a game like this to want to log in every day just to, well, of course get some of the other things done too, yes, but to, you know, actually progress, considering again at the start of the game, it felt very just like a lot was going on, and it felt really good that a lot was going on. And then don't get me wrong, right? We still got, you know, the different events, which, you know, keep me going as well. But it just doesn't feel quite the same when you're relying on, and I think that's a huge part, we're relying on this extra bit of friendship too. Because for some of it, right, if you don't have deluxe and all that, it can also feel like a draw, and like a long draw of having to get stuff. I forget if I've caught in one of these in particular. Not, I think, the one I want, but nope, it's not. Since I don't really do a lot of fishing, I don't really remember, but I see that they're out here, so I'm like, why not? And I wanted to catch a huge one. I'm trying to remember what they call them, because these are tiny. Let's try again. I put the big, huge. Let's scroll down. Because, well, for another completion, you have to catch all the sizes, as it were. And some of them I don't feel they have sizes. The size is between tiny and huge. I just feel like there's no in between. Why does this happen? As well, I don't get it. But either case, I hope too that with though the residents that have permanently moved in, that we're gonna see more of the opportunity to have others that, you know, I haven't had the best of luck with, but luck in some ways. Yes, please. For when they start to come in and then being like, hey, can you do this one thing for me? And then they can help us get a quest done. Because we really actually haven't had, of course, too, with all this. Yeah, okay. I haven't yet. There we go. I kind of thought so. A lot of them in the way of other kind of story progression. So that would be just nice to have again, given that it's a little scarce right now. But let me go through this little bit. We're probably not going to get run over. It's fine. Checking up there. Down here. Sorry, no. Right there. I didn't ask for anyone to get apples, so. Can I grab it? Thank you. And then we'll go here. I can grab this though, maybe. Yes, yes. But yeah, I'm really confused about what has happened with the comics, that's for sure. But I keep on seeing the same ones everywhere too. So a couple more things that could use some fixing, because I feel like I'm never going to complete them. Not that I have to, but sorry, just be nice. So that's the one I was aiming for because I remembered it. And then besides that, I don't think there's really anything else that I can get in terms of the snowdrops, I don't think. Because they're pretty, well, maybe over here, but they're pretty scarce. Just like anything in the game, right? At least for logging in all the time. So that's another thing too, right? I've logged in quite a bit at the end here of both months, that is May and June. But I'm curious what's going to happen, because I'm actually going to be taking a bit of a break That's right, I will be away for a little bit, and I won't have a way to record either. And that wasn't gonna be my plan. Again, this was just a little minor, along with the other one, little minor detour to my usual, only because I wanted to, of course, finish out May in a different way, to play on the last day of the month as well. And on top of that, also to, of course, get the paper crane. So I am very curious as to seeing if my idea of what I think is happening is actually happening, or if I'm just delusional and the game is truly broken, even though there was a patch of some sorts, while also changing Hello Kitty's entire space with no forewarning or anything. It just happened. So there is that as well, but we'll go ahead and let you collect that. I basically selected stuff that there was a lot of. But speaking of collecting and there being, in a way, a lot of, we got Pom Pom Puddin's hat out of the 19 character hats that are around. Luckily, at least we have 4. And then, of course, we finished up the accessories. Just never bought that. Still got some to go. That is for 1 to go for obvious reasons, or maybe not obvious reasons. But we got the meadow mirror, which is pretty sweet, and of course more crafting plans, the most important crafting plans, the crane hat. And then for trinkets, almost got to 100. I'm kidding. We'll get there in time. But alas, I will be missing out on one of the paper crafts. That is the classic, you could say, paper hat, though I don't think really have made paper hats. It's kind of like paper planes. I've never actually folded a paper plane really well. I kind of like half did one day, and I did actually work fairly well, but I otherwise never really made them. But the ones I've made the most, I would say, is probably paper cranes. So, of course, too, when we see this again, it will still at least not be too far away. There's still gonna be 2 more times where I play the game a little bit more consistently until, wham, consistently being the 2 days that I have done it streaming wise. But then bam, it's gonna be a break. So also to recap on the daily rewards here, both celebrations are basically gonna be ending in the 4 to 2 days coming up. So then hopefully, though, once one clears from here, we'll be able to kind of maybe see what's coming up next. That would be kind of cool. And then hopefully when it starts, it isn't going to be too far into it where I'm going to be missing out on some stuff. But I am also curious if there's going to be anything more to the paper parade than what we're seeing here, or I'm just going to miss out on that, which is totally fine. I mean, they wrapped up the other one, so I'm not too concerned or pressed about it, but I am just slightly curious as to what they have in store in the way of plans. But so speaking of plans, the next time that we jump in, what plans will we see in the name of getting quests done? And on top of that, what truly will start our day, considering I didn't realize that technically Monday is the true start of the week, and I only thought of that now. And also, well, who will be next to be the next resident forever? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.